So we just watched Fatal Journey, finally got to it. We're back in person this week because, I don't know, I guess we just decided we're both quarantining enough where it's just safe to kind of just see each other for a couple hours.
For a couple hours. I'm sure everyone is safe. I hope you guys are doing well. Let's get to it.
I wanted to like this more than I did. And that's not to say that I hated it. So, you know, I just wanted to get that out of the way before you started.
Well, remember towards the end of The Untamed where Ni Ha-sang was a little devious and caused Meng Yao's death?
Yes.
Now we know why.
So before we get into it, I wanted to clarify my position on this. Like, you know, this was a good movie, but like I couldn't connect with the characters on the same level that I could with Wei Wuxian and Lan Xan.
That's very important.
And they were, you know, to be honest, they were side characters, like the Ni Ha-sang and Meng Yao. Well, Meng Yao was a villain, but all these characters are side characters in The Untamed, and I didn't really grow attached to them enough to create a relationship with them.
I totally understand. I don't know what you guys felt. Well, if you've seen this movie, I'm sure you have. That's why you're here. But I felt the same way. Like, out of all the characters of The Untamed, these were the two characters where I could care less about, to be honest. Except for Ni Ha-sang. Now, Ha-sang was like, you know, he kind of, towards the end, like, especially in that last episode where we thought, it was like, there's gotta be, like, season 3, right? There's gotta be something evil behind him. Not really, but he did find out why his brother eventually met his death is because Meng Yao messed with those chords and those notes, and he had that evil eye at the end of this movie, and now we know why. Now,
the movie itself is good on its own, despite the fact that I didn't have like this awesome relationship with the characters, and that's because we got to see the interstitial of the story outside of the main story in The Untamed, and then, you know, as you said, we found out that Ni Ha-sang found out, and he solved the mystery of his brother's death with the Song of Clarity being messed with, and Meng Yao inserting the Collection of Turmoil into it, and that's why in The Untamed, in the main series, he was, you know, devious and wanted to kill Meng Yao.
Yeah, exactly. And the one thing that I got from this movie, though, is that you get to see that Ha-sang is not as useless as he was portrayed in The Untamed. You know, he was like, oh, I don't know, and he'd like fall asleep or something like that. Buchida. But like, he actually solved some problems in this movie. He was actually a smart and clever, you know, cultivator.
Yeah, he was the most knowledgeable
right.
with astronomy, and he like solved the Matrix.
Yeah.
Like, well, not the Matrix, but the Matrix they had to reset in this movie. And this movie did kind of up the action a little bit in terms of what I remember from The Untamed, because we got a lot more swordplay, we got a lot more supernatural like powers.
It was much darker, and there's shades of Evernight in these fighting scenes.
And as we were watching it, so I was kind of like, now, did they watch Evernight 1? We're like, we need some of that. We need some of the Grand River Sword, you know,
the Haorang sword.
And everything just kind of like, it like increased it, or it like made it better.
Yeah.
So overall, the movie was good. It was enjoyable. Of course, again, as I say, not much of a care in the world for these characters per se.
I don't know if it was good. It was enjoyable, but yeah, I don't.
The action and the plot itself was intriguing enough to get me through the movie, and you know, that's kind of like a plus weighed against the fact that I really didn't care about Ni Ha-sang. Obviously, Meng Yao was there; he was the main villain, so there was a little bit of an intrigue that kind of you know, kept me into the story a little bit.
When he did play the flute, though, that did bring me back into the world of Untamed. And I really started thinking about Wei Wuxian and Lan Xan, but that was pretty much it for
These
me.
are the problems with spin-offs, you know? It's especially spin-offs that don't have the main characters from the main series. It's kind of like, do I care about this story, and do I care about these characters?
Now, I might be more attached to Wen Qing. Maybe we should check out The Living Dead and see if that one is actually
Is
better.
that on Viki?
That's on Viki.
Also, guys, We've been watching a lot more Chinese dramas. There's a lot more Chinese dramas out there
so
that's
much.
available on Netflix.
Oh, man.
Like if you go on Viki, Rakuten Viki, like the world opens up.
It totally opened up everything for me. I was texting you the other day. I was like, I'm on Viki, like all over the place. I'm all over it. There were so many awesome stories, and thank you guys for leaving your recommendations down in the comment section below. As you know, we are in this journey. We're just finding out how big of a world it is. The C-dramas, the Korean dramas, all of that, especially wuxia, and how do you say it?
Shansha.
Shansha.
And so, yeah, we're going to be watching Legend of Fuyao. That's on our list. Guardians of the Ancient Oath. That's one of the new ones.
Yeah, and there's this Japanese series that you've been wanting to check
Yes, it's called Sanen Egumi.
out. What he said.
Minasan ima wa
What is that in English?
hitojichi desu. It's like you're all my hostages now. Class A. It's it was rated one of the top 10 J dramas in 2018, so I kind of want to revisit that. We are also going to watch The Living Dead. Obviously, we need to give that a try. But yeah, everything from Netflix to Viki, we're going to be covering those shows. And yeah, this is going to be a long journey, but stick with us.
Once again, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. If you like this video, give us a like, and if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification for more videos from us, and we'll see you next time.